Do you want to know how much it actually costs to flip a house?
Then keep watching. So we bought this house back in April for $331,000.
We got it for $331,000. There were other people ahead of us, like $350,000, $360,000, but we offered a fast closing and all cash. So we're about to break down each component of construction. And by the way, I'm a general contractor. I have a commercial general contracting company. We're freshly married. This is my wife, Erin. So she's crushing it. She's learning about construction. We used to do a lot more house flips than we do now, but this is one of our most recent ones. So we're gonna walk you through each component of construction so you can see exactly how much we spent on construction. In the description, we actually have a house flipping package on JesseLaneConsulting.com. It's gonna have 3 things. It's gonna have every single material that we use on our house flips. It's gonna have a cheat sheet that'll give you a ballpark estimate of the costs per square foot of your house. And then the third one is a final analysis. So go in the description, the first link in the description, and you can download that. Now let's hop into the video.
So when we first walked through this house, there was a huge eyesore in the middle of the kitchen. It was a big post right behind me here, which is funny because this house is on Post Street. It was really bizarre looking, so that was a huge priority for us to get rid of that and open up the kitchen.
So if you're gonna do anything structural in a house, you have to start with structural engineering. So we got our engineer out here. We crawled in the crawl space and we verified that there was a footing under here. So we knew that this post was structural, probably something from an old porch or something like that. So we determined that we were gonna need a beam going across this whole place. So we put the beam in.
So anytime you're doing something like that, it can get pretty expensive. So between that and some floor plan tweaks that we did, our framing number was at about $9,000.
Not including the $750 engineer's fee. So in the kitchen, we did white shaker cabinets, and we do this across all of our flips. So you can see that we have white shakers here, and we even decided to do, what is that, babe? This little...
This? It's a light.
No, babe.
What?
This area.
This? It's like a mini bar, coffee bar, or whatever they want it to be.
Yeah.
A little coffee nook. You pop your little Keurig right there.
Yeah, exactly. So a little coffee area, and we did this same white shaker style cabinets in all of the bathrooms as well. So that would be the bathroom vanities, and that's pretty much it.
Cabinets, $7,200. Countertops, $5,800. Appliances, about $2,000.
So this was an old house that had a lot of old wiring. We rewired a large majority of this house. And of course, brand new electrical to all the new master floor plan, which we're about to show you upstairs in a second. And we tweaked a lot of the downstairs floor plan as well. But we did 2 new panels in this house because there's one upstairs and one downstairs. We're downstairs kitchen right now. Of course, a new electrical to the HVAC systems that we also did brand new, which we'll talk about in a second. So the total cost for electrical was?
About $8,500.
$8,500. And that actually includes all of these fixtures across the whole house, the LED cans, the pendant lights, the vanity lights, and everything that's associated with electrical.
On HVAC, we spent a little over $8,000.
What did we do?
We put in a new handler and condenser for the downstairs. There's separate units for upstairs and downstairs. The one that was upstairs was newer, less than 2 years old, so we just replaced one.
Boom.
Boom.
See you later. So whenever you're gonna do a project where you're going to alter a lot of the floor plan, which we did here in this project, you're gonna need architectural drawings to get your permits.
We spent about $1,750 on our architectural drawings and then about $900 on permits.
So when you used to walk in the front door, you would come right over here, and this is actually this little doorway.
This was actually a doorway to kind of like an office space. It didn't have another door on the other side, and it didn't have a closet, so it couldn't be considered a bedroom, but it was a good size.
Yeah.
So we
walled it in.
What he said.
Yeah. But then we left the doorway right here. So anytime that you add a bedroom into a property, you're gonna add massive value. The value roughly that you're gonna add, I don't know, it could be anywhere between $7,000 and maybe even $15,000 worth of value. So we actually bought this and we added a few more bedrooms. So now it's a 5-bedroom house. 3 bathrooms, there's 2 full bathrooms and 1 half bathroom.
There was actually another bedroom right next door to this, and we created a doorway here, opened it up, and then we created a master bathroom, and then a master closet as well. Originally, there was no bathroom connected to the primary bedroom. There was just a bathroom that was shared by the entire house. So we really wanted to create a private bathroom because we knew it was gonna add a lot of value.
All right, babe, show us the bathroom.
All right, welcome. If you've seen the houses that we've done before, they all end up looking pretty similar, and that's because
They sell.
That's because they sell. And that's because we use a template for all of the fixtures and finishes. So in almost every house that we do, same tile, same tub fixtures, same doorknobs, everything the same. We have a template that we give to our project manager. That way there's no miscommunications on what is supposed to go where. And we actually have this as part of the package that's linked in the description.
In the description. So a large portion of what you see here is plumbing. To actually make this happen, this was an old bedroom. So we had to take the plumbing, which there was a bathroom right across the hallway, that we took plumbing and moved everything over, and we found existing drain lines and we plumbed into those drain lines, and of course, got everything inspected and sloping the right way, and et cetera, et cetera. Right.
Although we didn't have to do much to the plumbing in the other 2 bathrooms and the kitchen, creating a whole new bathroom was pretty costly. So we are just at under $8,000 for plumbing. So tile altogether, we spent just under $8,000. In one of the bathrooms, we were able to keep some of the existing floor tile, but in here and the downstairs bathroom, half bathroom, all the tile is new.
So this was the hall bathroom. We actually left the tub, we left the existing tile.
We liked it. It has a retro feel. So before, the tub and shower situation was the same with this funky style curtain rod holder, but we decided to change it out for matte black to match our other finishes. And then this is new as well. They don't really make them in matte black, so this was the most cost-effective alternative.
Yeah.
And then we refinished this tub.
Right, we finished the tub. Of course, we told you about our millwork and our plumbing fixtures and everything. That's what we use. It's all in the flipping template. These are our vanity light fixtures, and the mirror and everything. Actually, our stager handles that for us.
I like that we kept some of the little historic touches, like the tub and the shower rod holder and even the original hardwood floors. We did a lot of modern upgrades, but really keeping that historic charm. That's what's gonna sell in this area.
The drywall in this house was a little bit of a struggle because it was super old and it had this old lath and plaster. So you start taking a little bit off the walls and then a little bit more crumbles off. So we kind of did this like kind of chasing our tails for a long time. There was a lot of weeks that went by when we were just trying to fix the drywall. And then we came in at the end of the project, Erin and I, and we were like, oh my gosh, this texture looks horrible, because they had old texture on top of new texture. So after we kind of saw that some of the texture was bad, we literally had the guys come back through, sand everything down, and make this smooth finish. So the walls are a smooth finish, and the ceiling is a double knockdown texture, painted flat white, and the walls are all painted agreeable gray. So we repainted the entire inside and the entire outside, and we did a pure white on the outside, and of course black windowsills, black eaves drip, and everything like that. It was very nice. So the painting cost was about $7,800.
Where we tweaked the floor plan, we needed a couple of new doors, but we didn't want them to be all inconsistent, have different doors here, different doors there, so we replaced all of them. Everything is $8,000, but the doors were about $8,200.
So we had this extra room that had this little opening right over here. We put drywall over that, and it had this little awkward area kind of in the back, and we made that into a closet, and we actually added these 2 windows. So we added a window here and a window here. So that qualifies this area as a bedroom, because you think you need like 70 or 80 square feet. I think it's like 70. So maybe it's 79. I always don't remember. You could just Google it. So we put carpet down, we painted the place, we did all the texture, and now we have a 5th bedroom, folks. Let's go. We got a 5-bedroom house in Riverside, and we're gonna sell the crap out of this thing, hopefully. We just listed it last night, so we'll see.
So this home had some gorgeous original hardwood floors. The color of them was a little bit unsightly and uneven, so we just went ahead and sanded them all down and refinished them. So the flooring came to about $9,800. The only area where there isn't any hardwood floors is gonna be in the bathrooms, the kitchen, and the laundry room, and that is all tile, so that's included in our tile number.
Another quick note on this project is that the windows we didn't replace, other than those couple upstairs in that 5th bedroom that we found, and also the roof was brand new. before we bought it. So when you're improving a property, you have to look at the floor plan. And so you saw a lot of the floor plan adjustments that we made upstairs and everywhere and adding bedrooms and all these things. But one thing you definitely want is an open kitchen. So we took this wall that was right here out. And so our demo was a total cost of
about $4,000.
$4,000.
And then dumpsters and temporary toilets, about $5,000.
So all the door casing, some window casing, the baseboards, the quarter round, everything like that was about $4,600 for all the trim carpentry. So when you're gonna sell a property, it's really important for you to show the prospective buyer what this place and the space can look like. So we paid about $1,800, $1,850 for all the staging, which when people walk in the door, they can see, oh honey, I can see myself living here. So you're always gonna run into some small and miscellaneous random costs, but all in all, we spent about $125,000 on this house flip. And by the way, it's about 2,031 square feet. If you wanna check out another video, then check out our full guide to house flipping. And you wanna make sure to download the house flipping package, which you're gonna get the final analysis, which is at the end of what you need to do to really know how much you actually made at the end of the flip. Then you're gonna get the ballpark cost estimating sheet. And then you're gonna get the materials, all the materials that we use, links to Floor and Decor and Home Depot, and all the links that we use that you've seen in this project. So I hope you like this video. Click the like button, click the subscribe button, and we'll see you in a future video. Maybe this one right here.
Ding!
Ding.